Hello students, welcome back to the class. In my last class, I had given you the first section of the story, The Silver Lining, written by Chaman Nahal. Now we are moving to the second section. Before that, you can see the glossary words on the screen. For the better understanding of the story, you must read the words carefully and want to learn it. Look at the next section. I suddenly became aware of an awkward pause in the room. Awkward means hard to deal with. And turning to look at the Bandharis, I discovered that both of them were frowning, a painful look on their faces. Frowning means furrow eyebrows to show disapproval. Mr. Bandhari squeezed the arm of his wife and said apologetically, "I'm sorry, Mr. Bandha. You see, our daughter cannot hear anything nor speak. That's why she didn't come to you." I gasped and muttering something about being sorry. I became confused and did not know what more to say, for I was feeling ashamed at my forwardness with a child who was obviously not in a position to respond to my approaches of friendship. I vaguely felt I had wronged her and her parents. Vaguely means unclear or roughly. It did not take me long to see that this was a situation the poor parents had to put up with almost daily, for every day one or two guests left and new ones came along. And at the very first meeting or soon afterwards, they would run into the child, be fascinated by her charm and beauty, and want to talk to her, to pat her, and so on. And every time it would result in the child silently smiling, sighing, and withdrawing, leaving looks of agony on the faces of her parents. Often it would lead to lengthy explanations as to how the calamity had come about, for many of the inquisitive visitors liked to know if it was from birth or the result of an accident, whether anyone else in the family suffered from a similar disability, and if any treatment was being given. The queries were answered by the parents haltingly and with obvious anguish. Haltingly means hesitatingly, and anguish means a mental pain. What struck me as the worst part of the situation was that the girl would be often gravely looking on, her eyes aghast with horror and self pity, aware that she was the topic of discussion. Aghast with horror means filled with horror or shock. She had no other pastime than to run around the house or play with the servants. She did not go to school as there was none there to cater for her needs. Cater means satisfy or provide. They had tried to teach her at home, but without success. She could only hear faintly. Faintly means slightly. Without feeling much when one shouted close to her ears, and she could speak nothing except utter animal like cries of happiness and sorrow, or say cruelly such words as ma or uncle, and her other communications were confined to gestures with her hands, which brought a fleeting sensation of torture to her whole being when one failed to follow what she was saying. To save the child from such repeated humiliation, humiliation means insult, I one day suggested something to the Bandharis which the parents, after some trepidation, agreed to try. Trepidation means anxious awareness of the danger. We decided to have bits of paper typed and to hand over one of these cheats, duly sealed in a cover, to every new visitor as soon as he entered the guest house. The text of the cheat ran, "Our daughter is deaf and dumb. You may hurt her by trying to be friendly too soon, as she can neither understand nor reply to your kind words. You are requested to please give her time to approach you and make your acquaintance. Thank you. A line to the effect that they might be spared questions about her was removed by Mrs. Bandari on the plea that it would not be compatible with her spirit of hospitality. As it was, she felt the note was not a very kind one to be given to people who were going to make her guest house their temporary home. But she gave consent to save the girl untold misery and helplessness she experienced every time a stranger approached her. The ruse worked well even beyond our expectations. Ruse means the trick. Though a few sympathetic questions were still put to the parents, the proof child was spared. Spared means made free. Later, the girl herself slowly became intimate with many of the guests. The Bandharis felt relieved and thought that at least one of their problems was temporarily solved. So, dear students, in the last section, our narrator, Mr. Danda, he was a little confused, not knowing what happened to the child. Now, in this section, he realizes that the girl is deaf and dumb. She is handicapped. Here, Mr. and Mrs. Bandari had to face a situation like this almost every day. And this caused a lot of pain and suffering for the family. They often had to unhappily answer the questions and give explanations, leaving the child humiliated. Then our narrator is finding out a solution for this problem. He came up with the idea of explaining about the girl's disability to the guest by writing it down on slips of paper and then handing it to them in sealed envelopes at the time of check-in. Look at these words and learn it. Awkward, very hard to deal with. Frowning means show disapproval by furrowing eyebrows. Vaguely means very unclear or very roughly. Haltingly means hesitatingly. Anguish, mental pain. And aghast means fill with. Cater means provide or satisfy. Faintly means slightly. Humiliation means insult. Trepidation means alarm or anxious awareness of danger. Ruse means trick. Spared means made free. And vaguely means unclear or roughly. Hope you all will learn the words and will read the chapter again. Let me wind up today's class. Thank you.